What's up, guys? John from Heavyset Tactical. Got a amazing unboxing and full video. This is just the unboxing and first impressions video. This is part one. The second part will be hard use out on the trail. Guys, this is a knife that I have waited for some time. And it is a knife designed by a pretty good friend of mine and just about one of the most model Americans that you could ever find. He runs a YouTube channel. His name is Gabe from the last Hunstman channel. I bring him up quite a bit. He's been a good friend throughout this YouTube journey and knife journey. And I have the pleasure of unboxing, if I can get it out of the wrap, unboxing Gabe's first knife design. And this is a knife that is made by a company called Very Good Knife Company. And this is Gabe's knife called the Hunstman. And it's OEM'd by Very Good Knife Company, as I just said. Lifetime warranty. Backed by limited lifetime, our limited lifetime warranty. Visit Very Good Knife Company, scan QR code. Very Good Knife Company card with the office number and hours. Oh, two of them. Cool. So guys, I could not be more appreciative and more excited about unboxing Gabe's knife. This is called the Hunstman, OEM'd by a company that I've actually heard quite a bit about these days, and I have not had the chance to check out any of Very Good Knife Company's knives, sadly. Guys, oh my god. This is, as far as I'm concerned, hand-done knives. Really nice big drainage hole, let all the crap get out of your sheath. Nice thumb ramp. Oh man. I'm trying to get it in frame. Okay, so we got the Hunstman, USA made. Very Good Knife Company stamp logo. Guys, this is the natural micarta variant. This is a bush knife. A hard use bush knife. Super sharp spine. Really nice hand done micarta scales. These are pinned in with what I'm assuming to be stainless steel. Guys, it's got some oil on it. Guys, this is such a cool knife, and I could not be any happier to check this knife out. Let's check this edge out. Ooh. Okay, guys. Very Good Knife Company is not messing around. So, being someone that is going to be spending a lot of time out in my shop doing hand ground knives, hand done EDC knives and belt knives and EDC knives. Guys, this is a true treat for me because I have a lot of respect for the guys that are still doing hand ground stuff and hand finished stuff. Really awesome, really cool lanyard hole. The bird's beak in the back is just excellent for some chopping. Guys, we are going to be getting this out on the trail today. Great lockup. Only a tiny bit of rattle. Only a little bit of rattle down in the tip there. It's not a big deal. Let me see. Oh, okay. I didn't have it clicked in there right. Oh. Guys, big knives, large knives like this, especially with the huge belly out here. You can see the imprint in the sheath. They usually do have a little bit of rattle. This one locks up great. Just as a total package. Really big belt loop, which I do like. You can, now this is the thing. Some of you are going to be like, why the hell would I want a belt loop that big? These are so you can unscrew here and cut off as much as you want. They leave extra slag on there in case you do want to take it down. You can see in there, you just unscrew these screws, and you can clip off as much as you want, and then singe the end, punch 2 holes in, and go back in. So I really like that he gave you a lot of extra slack there. Then we got a nice sharp area on the back for, you know, scraping purposes of any kind. Maybe using it as like a sort of like a file out in the woods. Guys, I'm really impressed with the handwork on this blade. I love the satin finish. Just really, really well done. It's very good knife company. I'm gonna say this right now, and this is out of respect. Guys, you have knives like Jacob Peterson's Jackalope from Exodus Knife and Tool. This knife is not a safe clean. It is made to beat the crap out of and to actually use. Okay. Then there's knives that are more like safe queen knives that are for you can just tell they're more for collecting, and every little detail is scrutinized over and blah 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 blah, and they have fancy things. Guys, this is a knife that is absolutely made for one purpose: to beat the crap out of and probably have zero issues with. I know that he does use, I believe 80 CRV2 is the steel on this. There's not a marking. It looks like 80 CRV to me, but sometimes it is hard to tell. I know that he mostly does 80 CRV2. Let me triple check. There's not a card with the specs or anything on it, because guys, this is one of the first made testers sent out by Very Good Knife Company at Gabe's Gabe's instruction. I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna send it to some other people to test, and then the drop for these knives are on Very Good Knife Company's website, and they are August 23rd. Now let me double check the steel. I'll be right back. And we're back. Please accept my apologies, Gabe, and everybody watching. I just had to fact check that steel. So, if you go on the Very Good Knife Company website, they have a page for the last Hunstman that is already out. 5% of sales will go to helping Gabe and his family and his homestead and his channel. So guys, I am going to be very, very, very adamant about pushing this knife. And I know if it's made by Very Good Knife Company, I've seen the reviews, I've seen the hype. They are just, this is not some crazy stippling in the handle or crazy perfect belt satin finish. This is not for a use other than hard use, and it's got this big belly. Honestly, it feels like a carver with this laid back convexed edge. I really love that. It's a very high saber. Really love that. So it's honestly going to be just as good at making some regular push cuts as it is slamming through branches. Guys, this is a 12.5 inch overall length. It is an 80 CRV2. It is 0.19 in the thickness, so 5 millimeters, I believe. Then it is 6.8175 inches on the blade, so just under 7 inches. Massive blade. Let me throw it down here. Honestly, it reads at almost 7, so yeah, about 6.8175 inches. Then the handle is 5.625 inches. A beautiful handle, really able to get a full grip in there and have that bird's beak just sitting right there ready to go for chopping. It's really comfortable in hand. Tell you the truth, the square style handles with this really nice contouring on the sides here is one of my favorite setups, because when you're doing hard use with this knife, A, the micarta, B, the flat sides on the handle. They're there for a reason. You know, if you take something like one of the old Survive blades, they're very rounded with this G10, so you can twist really easily when your hand is sweaty or wet or bloody or whatever, you know, whatever's going on when you're in a survival scenario. And you could roll, you know, hit something and have that blade roll in your hand a little bit. With these flat scales, guys, this thing is not going anywhere. And when you're chopping, you control that straight up and down tang there very, very well. I'm a really big fan of the Sheath build too. Man, you hear that lockup. Guys, this thing is just ready to go. We are going to take it out in the bush. We're going to go down on a large set of trails back through the woods behind my town here, which is one of my favorite places to test blades. And guys, we're going to chop down a freaking sapling. We're going to start a fire. We're going to do all of that later today. So I will upload the video in the next 48 hours. This is just an initial impressions video, and the handwork on the scales is really nice. I'm going to take some WD and rub this thing down when I'm done, and I bet you it's going to pop right back to normal. There's some sort of chemical that he rubbed on these scales. It looks really great. Not chemical, you know what I mean, like a product. It doesn't have any oily residue whatsoever, but I can tell it darkened that natural micarta and gave it a really beautiful finish. So guys, I could not be any more appreciative. I've been dying to review one of Gabe's designs. Very good knife company, heard great things about them. And guys, these drop on August 23rd. I believe they're like 300 something. But honestly, for what you're getting, it is a knife to use for the rest of your life that will not break or bear any sort of serious damage. What I know about the testing I've done with 80 CRV2, these things are nothing more than just tanks, especially with that thick of a profile. But it's thin enough to have a lot of agility with this knife. The balance point. It's a little bit blade heavy, but it's right there. That's the balance point, just about. Right on the dead center. Oop, maybe a little before. Oop. Literally, the balance point is at the top of that contouring, so it's definitely that pinch point right there between your finger and thumb, forefinger and thumb. It has a tip that I'm a big fan of for drilling out bow drill divots or whatever you're doing. A lot of times I've gotten to positions where I have to dig in with the tip of my knife. Guys, this tip is not breaking. This knife is designed in a way that makes me think one word, and that's bomb-proof. This is not a knife where you're going to break the tip off and have to figure out how to reprofile it or continue using it without a sturdy tip. This is not a knife where the handles are going to come off. Some people worry about pinned handles. Trust me, I think that I have a different take on handles. This is a knife that I lost a bolt to while batoning. I could not find it, right? There are things that happen where you have a screw on either side. Sometimes it's fixed and there's a screw on one side. But these are just threaded screws with delicate threads and machine flaws that can be in them. So things happen. That's why TRC knives with their big chopper, their big Apocalypse, they pin in with tubes on all of their knives, actually, now that I think about it. I don't think TRC does anything but use open tubes and obviously the glue and the tubes on their handle scales, and that's why. Because honestly, I would bet 1,000,000 times over that this handle isn't going anywhere, almost more than something that is bolted in. I used to be a little funny you know, oh, I can't clean in there, I can't get in there. Well, listen, guys, this is one of those knife makers that has had a very good practice in leaving no seams, no open spots. It's going to be very, very hard for grime to get down in there or you to have any issues with it. These handle scales are not coming off or going anywhere. Oh, that spine is nice and sharp. Razor sharp spine. Razor sharp spine. Oh yeah, we're starting a fire with this baby. Guys, this is the ADC RV2 Slammer. 12.5 inches overall. 6.8 inch blade. 5.6 inch handle. 0.19 thickness. ADC RV2. This is going to replace the Becker BK2 in my lineup of bomb-proof survival knives. So Gabe, over at the Last Huntsman channel, thank you so much for allowing me to test this knife. Very good knife company. Shout out to you and your amazing hand-finished knives, handmade knives. And thank you for making this design for Gabe, because it's going to be awesome. And guys, we're going to go get it out in the bush today, on the trail today and tomorrow. And I will drop a video on it just showing you how brutal of a chopper and feather sticker and fire maker that this knife is. So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Shout out to Gabe from the Last Huntsman channel. And guys, like always, stay safe and stay heavy.